Hello guys, my name is Mark Angelo Parchamento Pusong and I'm going to present about root cause analysis. What comes in your mind when I say root? Root cause analysis is a simple tool that can help many organizations to solve their problems. In this video, we will talk about the techniques that can be used. What is root cause analysis? Why use root cause analysis? Many organizations nowadays are experiencing a simple to moderate problem that needs a countermeasures. Organizations also tend to solve their problems by just treating them, not curing them. In this video, I show you all how RCA works. Cost analysis can be applied to moderate problems because this kind of tool can give a huge help to those organizations that needs this kind of specific tool. As you can see in the picture, it's a simple representation of how root cause analysis works and how can it resolves the problem. Root cause analysis and the three problem solving steps. There are three problem solving steps in order to fully understand how root cause analysis works. First, define the problem and how can it affect the goals of the organization. Second is to analyze the problem and make a breakdown of the problem. This slide solve the problem by giving a countermeasure and a proper fix in order to prevent future more problems. Organization must also look closely and investigate all the patterns while tracing the possible root of the problem. Root cause analysis can be applied to any type of moderate situation. There is a famous quote that says, if you don't ask the right questions, you don't get the right answers. A question asked in the right way often points to its own answer. It was said by Edward Hodnett. In my interpretation, people must ask the right questions because asking nonsense questions can lead to confusion. Root cause analysis, the origin of the 5 whys technique. Sakichi Toyoda, a Japanese industrialist who is also the founder of Toyota Industries, developed the 5 whys techniques. It was developed in the 1930s and became more popular in the 1970s. Sakichi Toyoda made an amazing tool. Toyota Industrials still uses the technique that Sakichi Toyoda invented, and Taichi Ono also helps the use of this technique during their time. The 5 whys techniques is very simple to use because in order for many people or organizations to solve their problem, they must find the main problem. To use the 5 whys techniques, people must ask 5 times for the possible causes of the problem until they find the main root of the problem. When to use a 5 whys technique. It can be used in any type or simple or moderate problems such as troubleshooting, overall quality, and etc. This technique can be very helpful. The approach to root cause analysis. As you can see, the image shown represents what root means. If organizations use conventional approach, it will give them limited solution set. On the other hand, it's the cause mapping method which is the best. This is because of its multiple optional solution. Root cause analysis, the concept. As you can see in the picture, there are 2 parts of the root cause analysis, which is the with and the root. The with represents the problem that a certain organization are experiencing, and the root represents source of the problem that is so important to investigate further. 5 whys process flowchart. As you can see, to fully understand the process of 5 why is first identify the problem, identify the causes, note them down. For each causes, ask why it happens. Also, ask it 5 times to identify the possible causes or the main cause of the problem. After that, solve it. I have a sample problem to fully understand the topic that I'm presenting. Our client is refusing to pay for leaflets we printed. In this part, we already identified what is the main problem, and we have to dig down or investigate in order for us to solve the problem that they are experiencing. In this slide, we asked them 5 times why the client is refusing to pay for leaflets they printed. First, ask why. Delivery was late, so the leaflets couldn't be used. Ask it again why. The job took longer than they expected. And ask them again until they find the main cause of the problem. The countermeasure for the problem. I use the word countermeasure because countermeasure means that it will prevent it as soon as causes arise, while solution means that it will just treat it but it will happen again. The countermeasure for the problem is find an ink supplier who can deliver at short notice. I have another example to fully understand the topic that I'm presenting. You are on your own way home from work and your car stops in the middle of the road. We have to identify the main problem, and the next thing we do is to ask it 5 times in order for us to find the main cause of the problem. First, ask why did the car stop? Because it ran out of gas. Ask them again why. Why did it run out of gas? Because I didn't buy any gas on my way to work. Ask them again why. Because I don't have money. Ask them again in order for us to find out the main cause of this problem, and that is gambling. We have already identified the main problem for my second sample, and that is he gambled all of his money. We will use again the term countermeasures, and our countermeasure for this sample is to teach the person not to baffle or gamble all of his money in the casino to avoid the problem he has. As I have said a while ago, when to use root cause analysis. Root cause analysis can be used for troubleshooting, quality improvement, and problem solving. This tool can also be partnered with other tools, and it will work very well because this tool is a simple tool but very effective to solve problems. The key points for the topic that I am presenting. This tool is fitted for the problems that are simple and moderate. This tool can give a huge help to those organizations who are in need because it is a simple process, and by just asking it 5 times until we get to the main cause of the problem.